Hey there guys, my name is Marcus, and in this video I'm going to compare VIG with VTI. The first thing that I'm going to compare is like what is the main difference between these two. Then I will gonna expense ratio, fund overlap, backtest performance, also dividend history, so you will know everything. Now when you look here, an issuer is Vanguard. Also, if you want to learn how you can make money with ETFs, I created a course down below in the description. You can check it out, and I really enjoyed creating it, so I hope you will like it. Now you see right here, expense ratio is a little bit higher with VIG. Assets under management is better with VTI, and even the average daily volume is also better with VTI. Now we can clearly see that VIG got expense ratio higher by 0.03%, which is not much. But again, it's higher compared to VTI, and more assets under management on VTI side. So VTI in these regards is better. When we look further, VIG is focusing on dividend growers index for primarily dividends. On the other hand, with the VTI, you got 4,000 holdings. You can clearly see it here, total market, and it's focusing on small, mid, and also large cap stocks. So you see the number of holdings is more diversified. Now, when we go further, we can clearly see what we can find here. The performance, we will be comparing it soon. Technology, when we look on the sectors, 20%, nearly 20% comparing to 33%. Industrials, 17% comparing to consumer cyclicals, 15, 14, healthcare, 15, 13. Now industrials in VTI is only 9.42. Here it's 17.54. Consumer non-cyclicals 5, here is 13, basic materials 2.58, here is 3.76, financials 14, financials here 12 with VIG. So many times they are similar. You see the industrials is higher with VIG, and let's look on the holdings. So what we can find here with holdings, we see that okay, Microsoft Corporation nearly 5%, Microsoft Corporation here 5.24, which is them. JP Morgan Chase 3.75. We have Apple here, we have Amazon, Alphabet. So with VTI, you're focusing a lot on growth, not only on dividends. That's really important to say, and you can see it right here, right? So Nvidia, JP Morgan, here we have Visa, Procter & Gamble Company, Comcast Corporation. And let's look, guys, how it's going to look like on a fund overlap. This is going to be fun. VTI and VIG. I like this. Find overlap, and look at this. 100% of all VIG holdings we would find in VTI. On the other hand, only 7.2% of VTI of holdings we would find in VIG. And you see the big difference here. Staples, industrial, and finance are high with the VIG. On the other hand, tech, real estate, we see more with the VTI, and they are overlapping by 29% in weight. You see right here. And then you also see the company and which companies they're overlapping, like Microsoft, Home Depot, United Health Group, Johnson & Johnson, right? And when we go further, what we can find is backtest performance. So backtest performance is how well it was performing. So let's go with IG, and now we are going to look on VTI. And here, analyze portfolios. So when I'm going to click analyze portfolios, we can see that with VTI, if we would start investing in January 2007, and we are going to reinvest all dividends, and we are going to invest on initial amount $10,000, and then we are going to contribute $500 monthly, and we are going to reinvest everything, we would make $40,000 more with the VTI comparing to VIG. You can see also the graph here, and these are the results. Now, of course, 2008 was a big drop, but it was growing steadily, and you see the differences right here. That sometimes the one was better, sometimes, but primarily most of the time the VTI outperform VIG. But when we look at something really important here, we can see the portfolio and we can look on a dividends, you can see that, okay, sometimes the dividends was higher. But look at the 2020. We see that it was only by $230 higher comparing to VTI. So the red one is VTI. And the blue one is VIG. So even then, it's kind of like all right, because they're like kind of overlapping too. Now, when you look here on it, VIG, when you look on the dividends and the growth of dividends, this is going to be interesting too. So right here, we see that this is a VIG and 1.63, 1.77, 1.83 here, 1.77, 1.77, 1.84, 1.83, 1.86, 1.72. So many times they're like similar, right? So this is another thing. And then we see the dividend scorecard here. And we see B plus, B plus, and B minus and C plus in VTI side. And when we look on a dividend growth here, so you see that in this regard, when we look on a Seeking Alpha, they're great. It's better with VIG. And when you look on the dividend growth here, yeah, there are like many ETFs are growing much better comparing to this. And there was a drop in 2020. On the other hand, with the VIG dividend growth, yeah, it's growing slowly too. And you can see right here that it's not like dropping. And you can see clearly, right? Dividends are free money. If you want to keep it simple with single fund portfolio, you can really go wrong with the VTI. VIG is a great ETF used in dividend growth strategy where investors may want to live off dividend income during retirement. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, to summarize this whole video, expense ratio is lower in VTI. You got higher assets under management. Then, of course, you see sectors here. Technology is more covered. With VTI, it's focusing more on the growth. VIG should be focusing more on dividend appreciation. ETF. Now, when you look on a backtest, you see that VTI from the past outperformed VIG, but we don't know what the future will bring. So you can really say that, okay, when it was a past, it's going to be in the future like that. I really like VTI because it's focusing on the whole market and small, mid, and large cap stocks, and that's good. And it got higher assets under management. Now you see also they're overlapping by 29%, and that's pretty much it. So if you have your own opinion on both of these ETFs, let me down in the comments. I'll be really happy to read your thoughts on that. And if you want to learn how you can make money, there is a course down below in the description. Have a great day, guys, and goodbye. See ya.